Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft video. In today's video I'll be showing you 10 building ideas for the new 1.13 update. Hopefully some of these ideas and tips and tricks will help you when it comes to building in 1.13 in Minecraft, and will give you some inspiration for maybe some other things as well. Without any further delays, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I have to show you guys is these little barrels. Now, as you know in the 1.13, or you may not know, they introduced a load of new trapdoors. So all the different woods have their own trapdoors now. We have the spruce wood, we have the birch, jungle, acacia, and the dark oak. And the really good thing about the spruce wood ones is they kind of have that barrel look to the sides of them. You know, the old like medieval kind of type feel. So you can make these awesome barrels. I mean, you could do this before the normal trapdoors, but these look a lot more realistic. And you know, you don't even need a texture pack for these anymore, which is absolutely awesome. You can just make these barrels. And then I kind of built this crane thing type here. We're using the jungle trapdoors, but also to just kind of show you what you could do with the barrel once you have made it. You kind of have them hanging if you had them in like a dockyard, a fisherman port, any place you could really think that might use barrels. You could place these here, and I just think they look super cool. Yeah, they're pretty much they're super simple to make. Just kind of place a block down, and you can flick all the trapdoors up either side, like so. Put a block here, flick all these up, grab your water bucket, place them in there, and then what you can do is delete this one, and flick the trapdoor up, and the water disappears, and you have yourself a barrel. And you can also remove the bottom block and replace that with something for a little bit more of a realistic look. But they're super simple to make, but they do look very effective. Now, the second thing I'm going to be showing you is this computer desk design. Now, I also just want to say that I'm not showing you this just because of the computer. I know a lot of people have done these before, but they do use some of the 1.13 features. The flooring and the walls are also brand new blocks. These are the bark blocks. This is the stripped birch log, and this is the stripped dark oak log. Now, as you can see, they look absolutely awesome for walls and floors, and you could do it the other way. I mean, you could have this block as the wall as well, but I thought, you know, light walls, dark floor would work pretty well. But these look awesome. So these, of course, are going upwards, and then the stripped dark oak log is going sideways. And it just looks really nice for flooring materials. So, you know, if you're looking for something new to use on your walls or your floors, these new stripped woods look very nice. Now, as for the computer itself and the desk, this is simply just 3 dark oak slabs placed along a wall, the brand new dark oak trapdoors at the sides. And then, of course, you've got the computer on the wall. So this is a cobblestone wall, a painting, one of the new birch pressure plates, they've also added those in, and a flower pot. So you can just place yourself the stone here, you can place yourself a block up here so the painting can't go anywhere, the birch pressure plate, and then of course you have your flower pot. I can go get that as well. Like this. But within a couple of minutes you have yourself a very nice looking computer desk design, and it doesn't take long at all. It also looks really good against these stripped wood blocks, and I just think it would be an awesome feature to add to one of your homes in Minecraft. Okay, moving on to number 3 is this awesome fish tank design. Now, as you know, in the 1.13 is pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's the aquatic update, and they added fish, they added turtles, they added pufferfish, tropical fish, and I'm pretty sure it was cod or something. But they added all these awesome little creatures, and yeah, this fish tank looks really cool and would look absolutely amazing in a modern house, even a traditional house if you switched up with the materials. And yeah, it's open top, so you can just kind of place the fish inside of there, and it's got the red coral on the bottom. But this is very simple to build as well. It's simply just white concrete on the bottom, you've got your glass panes and your quartz slabs on the top. So basically what you'd want to do is lay out a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 block to either side, and then the same along the front, and then whatever material you want to place in the middle. So we could go in and grab one of the brand new ones from just down here, one of the coral materials. Let's go for a blue coral, place those along the bottom. They are dead because we haven't placed any water on top, or they haven't been placed in water. That's usually how it goes. And then you're going to do 2 layers of glass all the way around the little fish tank here. You're then going to grab your quartz slabs and just place them on top of all of the glass panes. That's pretty much it for the fish tank. It's a very simple design, but it's pretty effective. You can then fill up the top with any block of your choice, open up one of these, and then just place the water in here, like this. seal it off, and re-break these blocks just here. Now the reason for that is in the new update you can like place water and it will go over slabs and it will go through glass, so it's pretty inconvenient sometimes. But yeah, the fish tank is complete. The little tropical fish can swim around in there, and it definitely does look pretty cool. Just to put the fish in, you can go and get your tropical fish like this, and you can just kind of place them in there with the spawn egg. But yeah, pretty cool fish tank design, and thanks to the aquatic update, we can actually get fish in the fish tanks. So moving on to the next idea is this chair set. Now this would look absolutely amazing in any kind of house setting, maybe a restaurant or a bar that you've been building. And again, very simple design, but very effective. It kind of looks like something you sit on when you're at a restaurant or a pub. Well, in England they're pubs. I don't know. You have pubs in America? Let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure you do. But this is just made with the table in the middle with the stripped spruce log, and the stripped birch logs. You just place this in the middle, and you can place these all the way around 1 block away. You can then go in and grab your trapdoors and your 2 colored pressure plates. Now these are the dark oak pressure plates and the birch, and then of course you have your spruce trapdoor and your birch trapdoor. Now the spruce trapdoors just flick around the table with the dark oak on top. All of our chairs can have a birch on top like this. Now you could just leave them like this. These do look pretty cool, like little campfire seats. But we are going to grab our birch just here, flick them up like this. If you shift, and you can click on the back of the pressure plate, I'll flick them up. And there you have it, a very simple table and chairs that you could use at a bar, a restaurant, or anywhere you really fancied. And if you had a lot of them set around, it'd be very nice. You could also put them on a beach. That could also look pretty effective. But yeah, what do you guys think of this? Let me know. Okay, moving on to the next design. Here we have a living area using the brand new blocks. Now this is a very simplistic, minimalist design. You probably find this in a modern house, but of course you could have it in a traditional house as well if you wanted to. But yeah, this is using the new smooth sandstone block all the way around. Pretty nice, pretty fancy. Then you have the stripped oak log on the ground used as the rug. Now this is actually a pretty good thing to bear in mind. You don't always have to use carpets to make a rug in the floor. You can just use any material. Now in one of my previous videos I showed you could use terracotta. Now these stripped wood blocks actually make very nice floor design. So as you can see, just place it in the floor, and this one is 3x4, and it just looks very effective, especially with this dark prismarine slab. Using as the table, the chairs are made from the prismarine stairs, and of course the slabs as well. And then on the wall, this art feature is just the dried kelp block. There's a brand new block, it's the dried kelp, and I just placed it in the wall like this, and it made a really nice kind of like wall feature. And then of course the walls are just made out of white concrete, which is, you know, it's pretty standard. And this little reading lamp is definitely not new, but if you've seen my videos before, I like to make these a lot. And if you're wondering how to do it, you can just grab yourself a skeleton skull, or any other kind of skull head you really want to. You place 2 blocks, you can place the head on the back, turning around so you can't really see the face, and then 2 end rods under it, and it makes an awesome looking reading lamp. And yeah, they're very effective, and it just kind of means you don't have to use a player head if you don't have access to those. And yeah, simple living area design, but hopefully you guys have taken something from this. So next we have some spotlights. Now as you can see, it's just pretty much a bare room. I have tried to use the brand new materials as much as I can, just kind of show you how effective they are when they are used. But yeah, let's scrap these for a second and just focus on what is above us. Now these are the spotlights and the new Iten Frame feature, which comes with 1.13, making you able to place these things above you like this. So inside I just have some white concrete, but they look very good for spotlights. Now before, you couldn't really do these unless you had, like, you know, World Edit or on a creative server. Then you can come up with some pretty cool things. But here, you know, you can have these in a kitchen, a bar area, anywhere you really wanted. Mostly in modern houses you find these kind of spotlights, but they just look very effective. Now on top of these, I actually have some fences and some sea lanterns, and I'm not sure if that actually makes any difference, but I placed them there just in case it did. But yeah, you could also just have them like I have here without anything, and they also look just as good. Another thing that would actually probably look pretty sweet inside one of these things is white. Yeah, that looks awesome. So if you place some white stained glass in there, they're gonna look pretty damn effective. And very clean as well. So just a quick idea for some spotlights. You know, if you're ever looking for a design in a house you're building and you can't quite figure out what to put on the roof for lighting, maybe if you have enough natural lighting, you can just kind of make some pretend lights which look just as effective with these spotlights. Now moving on, this little feature is pretty damn awesome in my opinion. It's probably one of the coolest little things that they have added. These are turtle eggs, and if you don't know what these are, well, they added turtles and they also added their eggs. Now, they look absolutely awesome when you're landscaping. So, you know, around here we've got some rocks, a little texture mix on the ground with some plants around it. But the turtle eggs I've just placed in, and they kind of look like little rocks that you'd see in a little garden. And I just think they look absolutely awesome. So basically what you do is you place them, and you can just kind of connect them to the sides of each other, and they kind of place randomly at some points. But I just think they look absolutely awesome, and if you keep clicking, you can put 4 down in total, I'm pretty sure, until it places it next. But yeah, that is pretty nice. So yeah, little rocks. If you're ever landscaping or making a garden and you kind of want to make it a little bit more realistic, you can place these down to kind of represent some little pebbles, little rocks. Hopefully that will spice up your build a little bit. Now next we have a few designs focusing mainly on the new trapdoors. We've also got this little rug design going on with the stripped log. I've placed them different ways, so this one going sideways, this one going upwards, and it kind of gives like this hatched crisscross pattern, which is very effective. And yeah, you can take something from that and probably use it on a bigger scale, and it would look really nice. But as for the trapdoors, these are all the new trapdoors, guys. Just some wall dividers, some shelving units, a table, and also some window shutters. Now, these jungle trapdoors look amazing, especially with materials like this. This is the white terracotta, and it kind of has that pinkish look to it. The jungle trapdoors just go absolutely amazing with this. And yeah, definitely something I would think about using, because look how effective that looks. Simple window shutters with the new trapdoors, but you know, the oak trapdoors, they were getting super old, and I'm so glad Minecraft or Mojang or Microsoft, whoever does it nowadays, added these things, because look how much that is going to bring. It's not the biggest change in the world, but it's changed enough for you just to kind of sit back and think that is pretty aesthetically pleasing. Now, as for the table, these are just birch and spruce trapdoors. You guys know how to do this. You pretty much just flick these up like so, and then you can just place these in the middle, and you have yourself your table. Now these are exactly the same kind of concept with just wall dividers. You just pile them up on top of each other, flick them up, and you have yourself a wall divider. It just looks pretty cool, you know, split a room up with these instead of a huge clunky wall, and it might make your build look like you have more space. That's just something I would bear in mind when you are building. If you do have a kind of cramped space and you don't want to put a wall in the middle to separate some rooms, just put one of these. Like, you know, it doesn't cost much. You can place like blocks against them on one of the sides, not the other side, but that's kind of something you have to sacrifice. So they can act as a very good wall, which is awesome. And then this here is just a spruce kind of like shelving unit, filing cabinet, whatever you want to call it. You just place them up against each other. I'm just going to make a little one here. There we go. Very effective at looking absolutely awesome. Now these trapdoors, like I said, are a game changer, and I just want you guys to know you can use them to your full advantage. Now moving on to this next idea, I think you guys are going to find this pretty cool. This is probably something you are not used to seeing in Minecraft. Now on a creative server that I run along with builds, this style is very popular. It's actually called Mer Scale, and it's where you build 2 blocks high instead of 1 block high. And I just kind of wanted to feature this because I feel like a lot more people out there should know about this style. If they are looking for that kind of more realistic feel to their Minecraft homes. Of course, you have to make the house bigger, but that also means you can have this absolutely awesome interior inside as well. So how I've done this is pretty much built up with the brand new strip birch logs, just 2, and all of these features are just pretty much using the new birch trapdoors. You've also got the little window shutters, had to throw them in there with the jungle wood trapdoors. They look amazing. The kelp block wall feature as well. And also the jungle trapdoors around these, oh, there's a kelp block under there as well. So we're using the new blocks absolutely everywhere. They just look so damn effective. Now the main focus of this is the fact that these birch trapdoors, or any of the trapdoors really, look very good for some kitchen cabinets. Now of course here, as you can see, these are going over the sink, which is absolutely awesome. They're also on the backs of the chairs, which are kind of zigzagging upwards. Little bar chairs, and you can sit at the bar. And with this double-sized building technique, everything becomes more realistic. It instantly kind of looks more like a kitchen than it does if you build it with 1 block, and it kind of looks like one of those ones you'd see in a showroom. I also have them new spotlights just up there, just to kind of add them in as well and show you how you could incorporate all of these new blocks into an actual real-life Minecraft house. Over here, you've kind of just got them. 2 of these just kind of represent a little drawer or a cupboard, whatever you really want to call it. Also, the smooth sandstone on the floor as well, once again. And yeah, another thing to bear in mind is your color palette. Now, as you can see here, I've used colors on the materials that go together very, very well. So as you can see, the sandstone goes with the birch goes with the white concrete powder and the snow on the roof, and they all contrast very nicely. Now, if you were to use, say, purple glass here and blue wall here, green wall there, it wouldn't look very good. So when you're building, make sure you kind of think about your color palette before building, and you'll find that everything goes together a lot nicer. Now finally, I have for you this awesome little oasis design. Now this is to kind of show off the new like sea plants, and we've got our tropical fish swimming around in here once again. But as you can see under here, you've got all of these absolutely awesome sea plants. You've got all of the corals and the seagrass, which is pretty much normal grass, but it goes under the water. You pretty much get it. It's pretty self-explanatory. And all of these are available in the decoration section. So if you just kind of scroll down, you will see them all just down here under the terracottas. Here you go, all the coral plants. You've got all the different colors, and they look absolutely amazing. I can't wait to have shaders mod and see all these things in action. It's going to look absolutely beautiful. Little tropical fish are clearly enjoying it. We've got our turtle eggs here once again to kind of like little rocks, or they could indeed just be turtle eggs at this point, because we are in that kind of area where a turtle might come along and, you know, just start laying some eggs. Let's just whack a turtle down right now. Isn't there a... Yeah, there is a spawn one. We'll just whack some down. Little area for them to roam around. They do look pretty damn cool. I am liking this new aquatic. Is he actually going to crawl into the sea? Well, not the sea, but the little like pool thingy. Go on, do it, buddy. Can I push him? Yeah. Oh my god. He's a madman. I love it. And also these palm trees are made with the brand new stripped logs as well. And we've got some trapdoors up here to kind of represent the top part of the palm tree, which is usually thicker than the rest of the tree. But these are absolutely awesome looking trees. I would definitely recommend using the stripped logs to make trees. They just look very, very smooth and pretty realistic, if you ask me. But yeah, this is just a quick little demonstration on how you could use some of the new like coral plants and the turtle eggs and form a pretty cool looking little oasis in maybe a desert or beach biome. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed these 10 building tricks for the 1.13 Minecraft Aquatic update. If you have any other ideas you'd like me to do, put them down in the comment section below. I will read through them. I am going to be in America, so the videos will have to be produced when I am back in the UK. Hopefully this video did help you and gave you some inspiration for when you are building. And if you do like videos like this, make sure to check out the others on my channel, because they could probably help you as well. Anyway, once again, thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. Stay creative, stay positive, and I will see you in my next Minecraft video. Bye guys.